Buckle up, folks, and get ready for the wild ride of Dwayne, Dog the Bounty Hunter Chapman. From catching criminals to navigating his own personal soap opera, Dog's life is anything but boring. Think your family reunions are awkward? Imagine Dwayne's, where the guest list is more controversial than his commentary on, well, everything. Dive into the world of a man who's made a career out of chaos. Let's unleash the dog. Dwayne Chapman, more famously known as Dog the Bounty Hunter, is one of the most controversial but equally interesting reality TV stars of our time. He rose to fame through his show Dog the Bounty Hunter and other attention-catching appearances on TV. But as Dwayne's popularity progressed, his constant knack for trouble and inappropriate opinions about sensitive subjects also gained him the disapproval of many people. While Dwayne has long been surrounded by controversy, his career as a bounty hunter still creates lots of interest and curiosity in the general public, bringing up questions about Dwayne's past, the negative as well as the positive. So has Dog the Bounty Hunter had a sad life? Keep listening to find out more about him. For a man who makes a living rewarded by catching criminals for a bounty, it's somewhat unsurprising that Dwayne Chapman had a complex youth. He was born in February 1953 in Denver, Colorado, USA, into a family of German and English descent, and raised with 3 siblings by his father and mother, who were a welder and a schoolteacher respectively. However, all of that family life became a thing of the past when he joined the outlaw biker group Devil's Disciples Motorcycle Club, or DDMC, in the late 1960s when he was only 15 years old. In DDMC, Dwayne was nicknamed Puppy, but the name didn't stick for long because he was later re-nicknamed Dog, as in God spelt in reverse. This moniker became Dwayne's loyalty to the group and the fact that he always refrained from flipping off the heavens due to his Christian faith, as he explained in an interview with Chris Collins, Inc. At 22 years of age, Dwayne's journey with DDMC became a problem, as he was implicated in a murder. Though Dwayne wasn't the person who pulled the trigger, and was instead sitting in a car when things went south during a drug deal, that didn't save him from facing third-degree murder charges. Interestingly enough, it was in jail that Dwayne discovered that he was good at catching criminals, and determined to follow that career path, especially after his sentence was reduced to 1 year. Dwayne Chapman has also had quite a tumultuous romantic journey, to say the least. He married for the first time to LaFonda Sue Darnell, remaining together from 1972 to 1977, in a relationship resulting in 2 children, but separated for good when LaFonda left him for another man when Dwayne was in prison. Right around that time, Dwayne welcomed another son with former girlfriend Debbie White, though he didn't know about the kid until years later. Dwayne tied the knot again in 1979 with Ann Tegnell, welcoming 3 sons with her while in an on and off relationship. They divorced in 1982, and she eventually relocated to Utah with the kids, who didn't see their father again until they were adults. Lisa Ray Britton was Dwayne's 3rd wife. The 2 married in 1982, shortly after they'd both split from their former spouses, and had 3 children before separating for good in 1991. He again married almost immediately in 1992 to Tawny Marie, a woman he'd previously arrested. They didn't have any children and officially divorced in 2002, though they'd long been separated. In 2006, Dwayne married Alice Elizabeth Barmore, who became Beth Chapman. The 2 had been involved since the mid-1990s and welcomed 3 children, but their relationship ended when Beth passed away in 2019. Most recently, Dwayne tied the knot with fiancée Francie Frayne in 2021, marking his 6th marriage. Dwayne's gone through several painful losses during his life. His son, Zebadiah, born from his 2nd wife Ann Tegnell, died as an infant. Dwayne's girlfriend during his late teens, Debbie White, died by suicide in 1978. This terrible incident led Dwayne to discover that he and Debbie had a 6-year-old son named Christopher Michael. In 2006, his daughter Barbara Katie died in a car accident in Alaska, just 1 day before Dwayne tied the knot with Beth away in Hawaii. According to reports, Barbara and a friend had stolen several items before going off-road in an SUV, crashing into trees. At the time, Barbara was mother to a 4-year-old child. Dwayne was informed of the heartbreaking news just a couple of minutes before his wedding to Beth took place. He determined to continue with the ceremony, but paid tribute to his late daughter during the wedding reception. Dwayne's fifth wife, Beth, died in June 2019 from throat cancer, a disease she'd been fighting for 2 years. Her death was documented in the show Dog and Beth: Fight of Their Lives. Dwayne has 13 publicly known children, but he doesn't have close relationships with all of them. His son, Christopher Michael, grew up away from his unknowing father, adopted by a family following the suicide of his mother, Debbie. Father and son grew close when the latter became an adult, but Christopher's long criminal history and multiple arrests have made it hard to elicit more information about him. Wesley and James, who are Dwayne's sons from his second marriage, grew up away from their father for the longest time. It's unclear what happened to their mom, but according to Wes, he didn't have a mother or father in my life. Though not much is known about James, his brother, Wes has openly revealed that he lived in several foster homes and was abused in his childhood. Nowadays, Wes is a motivational speaker and has reconnected with his father, despite the passing of time. Last but not least, Dwayne's daughters, Cecily and Bonnie, had a bad rapport in recent years related to his marriage to Francie Frame. In 2021, both sisters came forward saying that their father hadn't invited them to his wedding to Francie because of their physical resemblance to their late mother, Beth. Bonnie has also accused Dwayne of homophobia, racism, and cheating on her mother while she was on her deathbed. Besides all these issues with his family and the law, Dwayne Chapman has also faced financial problems in recent years. According to an interview he gave the New York Times in 2019, Dwayne was having problems keeping his house in Colorado due to shortness of money, as he'd previously spent much of his fortune on his late wife Beth's medical bills. In addition, Dwayne was diagnosed with pulmonary embolism in 2019, shortly after the passing of Beth, increasing his debts quite a lot as a result. His financial issues were later confirmed by The Sun, which reported that he owed thousands in taxes, leaving Dwayne no option but to sell his Colorado house for $1.5 million. All in all, Dwayne the Dog Chapman's life has been filled with many tragedies and not so positive moments. But then, there's no doubt that he always finds a way out and emerges on top. How about Dog's life as a reality TV series? Both the professional and personal elements. You wouldn't need much of a script, would you? There's little doubt that it would all be real and genuine, so all the more attention-grabbing. So what do you think? And who would play the star of the show? Come on, get your thinking caps on to answer both questions. And please, let us know your thoughts.